Now listen everyone. As I said, today 2 questions we have to do. So I am not asking anything, straight away explaining everything of this question. And next one more completely you will be trying on your own. Okay. So page 209, all of you look at question number 10. Yes, be attentive. Question number 10. Vidit and Vishal are partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 2:3. So 2:3 is the old ratio, 2/5 and 3/5. The balance sheet of their firm on 31/3/16 was as under. Put tick on capitals. Partners capital account credit side by balance brought down. Vidit column 48,000, Vishal column 60,000. First step, capital balances we will write on liabilities side. Understood that? Put tick on bank account on asset side 8,400, bank account debit side to balance brought down 8,400. Opening balance of bank. Okay, so I repeat, very first in any question you write the capital balances in partners capital account credit side and bank and cash balance in bank account on debit side or cash account on debit side. Any confusion so far? Yes, be attentive. After capital is the first thing we'll write in partners capital on credit side. Bank balance is the second thing we'll write in bank account on debit side. Okay, now liabilities side, put tick on contingency reserve. This we will distribute between the partners. I told you a shortcut in the last lecture. Left side items of balance sheet write in partners capital right side. Right side items of balance sheet write in partners capital left side. Okay, so contingency reserve will come on opposite side right side. By contingency reserve, the amount is 9,000. We will distribute in the ratio of 2:3. So 9,000 into 2/5, 3,600 and 3/5, 5,400. Do you get this? 9,000 into 2/5, 3,600. 9,000 into 3/5, 5,400. Any confusion? By the way, the journal entry, if asked, is contingency reserve account debit to Vidit's capital account 3,600 to Vishal's capital account 5,400. Contingency reserve account debit gets closed, liability side account gets closed, and two partners capital, so partners capital on credit side. Are you all clear with this? Single effect will only be taking place. Workman compensation reserve, put tick 24,000. Now all of you see adjustment 8. Claim of workman compensation is accepted at 30,000. Now understand it properly. Against workman compensation reserve 24,000, write minus 30,000 in liability side. So does it become minus 6,000 or not? So first of all, nothing can be distributed between the partners because there is no surplus reserve remaining. It is insufficient. Reserve is only 24,000 and we have to pay the claim of 30,000. So nothing can be distributed between the partners. In fact, what is the deficiency? That we will meet from revaluation account. 6,000 of deficiency we will take from revaluation account. So revaluation account debit side to workers claim 6,000. So nothing can be distributed between the partners because no surplus remains. It is less. How much it is less? 6,000 that we will take from revaluation. And workers claim 30,000 full amount we will show on liabilities side. Workers claim of 30,000 full amount we will show on liabilities side. Okay. The journal entry for the same would have been workmen compensation reserve account debit 24,000. Excess 6,000 we take from. So revaluation account debit 6,000 to workers claim account 30,000 if at all journal was asked. Okay. Workers compensation reserve account 24,000, the account gets closed. Revaluation account debit 6,000, we show it in revaluation account on debit side, and two workers claim 30,000, we show it on liability side. Okay. Last lecture we took up which kind of question? Where amount of claim was less, and you did that objective questions also in homework. Suppose instead of 30,000 the claim was only 3,000, then we would have done 24,000 minus 3,000. 21,000 would be distributed between the partners. Here we would have taken workmen compensation reserve and distribute 21,000 in old ratio. And the journal would become workmen compensation reserve 24,000, two workers claim 3,000, and to old partners 21,000 will distribute in old ratio. Both the situations are clear?
Yes.
Earlier situation it was more than necessary, so we distributed between the partners. Here it is insufficient, so excess amount we have taken from revaluation account. Exactly same way, put tick on investment reserve. Do you find 7,200? Adjustment 7. Market value of investment is 9,000, which is to be recorded in the books. Asset side, do you find investments 18,000? Now adjustment 7, its market value is 9,000, means can I say loss is 9,000?
Yes.
Can I say decrease in the value of investment is 9,000?
Yes.
That we will recover from investment reserve, but again it is insufficient. Where it's written 7,200 investment reserve liability side, head on minus loss 9,000. So again negative 1,800. That excess of 1,800 we will take from revaluation account. So two investments 1,800. Okay, excess amount of loss 1,800 we will take from revaluation account. Two investments 1,800, and minus from investments the decrease in its value. Put tick on investments asset side. Investments 18,000 minus decrease 9,000. So outer column 9,000. 7,200 of decrease we take from reserve. At 1,800 we take from revaluation. Means here also the journal entry would be investment fluctuation reserve account debit 7,200. How much excess of loss we will take from revaluation account? Yes? 1,800. So revaluation account debit 1,800 to investments account. Investment fluctuation reserve account debit, the account gets closed. Revaluation account debit 1,800. We show it in revaluation account on debit side. Two investments 9,000. We minus from investments. Are you okay with this? So last lecture I gave you objective questions of that kind as homework. Today you'll get this kind of objective questions in homework, where amount is insufficient. Is everyone clear with these entries also? From balance sheet, nothing else to be distributed between the partners. Now, they admitted Bunty on 1/4/16 as a new partner on the following terms. First, Vidit will sacrifice 1/4, underline the word from, his share, and Vishal will sacrifice 1/8, underline the word from his share in favor of Bunty. Situation 1 or 2 or 3? 2. Sacrifice share is given. As such, we don't require the new ratio, but let us find it so that that solution of sacrifice will also be revised. Okay? So write down Vidit, Vishal, Bunty. Old ratio is 2:3, 2/5, 3/5. Bunty is admitted. Sacrifice share, which we understand from the word from, is 1/4 and 1/8. The word from indicates it is sacrifice share. Got it, everyone? Now, very first, what shall we do here? Multiply this with 2/2 and make the denominators equal. So into 2/2, 2/8, 1/8. This is the sacrifice share. Now, what is the formula of new ratio? Step 1. Old ratio minus sacrifice share. Old ratio 2/5 minus sacrifice share 2/8. Here old ratio 3/5 minus sacrifice share 1/8. LCM is 40.
Yes.
40 divided by 5, 8 into 2, 16. 40 divided by 8, 5 into 2, 10. Here also 40 divided by 5, 8 into 3, 24. 40 divided by 8, 5 into 1, 5. 6/40, 19/40. Step 1. Okay. Step 2. How would you find new partners' share? Total of sacrifice of old partners. So this 2/8 plus 1/8. This will be given to the new partner. 2 plus 1/8. 3/8. How will you make this 8 as again 40?
5.
Into 5/5. 15/40. But no relevance in this question. We are just doing it for practice. Yes, new partner's share is required. So at least that you have to do 2/8 plus 1/8. 3/8. Is everyone clear with this?
Yes.
Also, directly from sacrifice share we can get sacrifice ratio 2/8 and 1/8. If you remove the denominator, 2:1 is the sacrifice ratio. 2/8 and 1/8. If you remove the denominator 8, then 2:1 is the sacrifice ratio. So this we have done in objective questions earlier. All of you are clear with this information?
Yes.
Now look at second adjustment. Who all are still doing these workings? Everyone has completed? Bunty will bring 72,000 as capital and his share of goodwill in cash. Next adjustment. Goodwill of the firm is valued at 32,000. See here. Bunty's share would be 15/40 or you can say 3/8. What Bunty will have to bring is goodwill 32,000 into 15/40 or you can say 32,000 into 3/8.
12,000.
So at least this you would have done. New partner's share at least you would have obtained. Without that goodwill cannot be found out. But then you will get confused how much to do in the workings every time. So do it completely. Is everyone clear with this portion? And in further examples, new ratio will also be required somewhere or the other. All of you are clear with that? So the combined entry would be cash or bank account debit first of all to Bunty's capital account. He is bringing 72,000. Okay, and to premium for goodwill account. In bracket 32,000 into Bunty's share will be 15 by 40, 12,000. Able to understand this? 32,000 into 15 by 40 will have to bring 12,000. Are you all clear with that? Now, partners capital on opposite side by cash account. In Bunty's column, 72,000. Okay? Yes? No?
Premium for goodwill now.
By cash account in Bunty's column, 72,000 of capital. Did you write this? Now premium we will distribute between old partners in sacrifice ratio. For that the second entry will be premium for goodwill account debit to old partners capital account. So credit side in old partners capital account by premium for goodwill account, but we will distribute it in sacrifice ratio 2:1.
40.
Okay, premium for goodwill is distributed in sacrifice ratio 2:1. So this 12,000 into 2 by 3, 8,000, and 12,000 into 1 by 3, 4,000. Did you understand this portion, everyone?
Yes.
I repeat, first entry is cash account debit to Bunty's capital 72,000 to premium for goodwill 12,000. Second entry is premium for goodwill account debit 12,000 to Vidit's capital account and Vishal's capital account in sacrifice ratio 2:1. Did everyone of you understand this? All of you? Then 2 and 3 are done. Fourth, Vidit and Vishal withdrew 50% of goodwill received by them in cash. This second entry also I made you write in the summary. If the partners withdraw the goodwill, old partners capital account debit to cash account in bracket with proportionate amount. Old partners capital account debit, so partners capital account debit side to cash account in bracket goodwill, what they are withdrawing in cash. But they are withdrawing 50%. So proportionate amount means this amount's 50% you will take. So Vidit will withdraw 8,000's 50%, 4,000. Vishal will withdraw 4,000's 50%, 2,000. Did you all understand this? Vidit will withdraw 8,000's 50%, 4,000. Vishal will withdraw 4,000's 50%, 2,000. Okay. So this extra entry will come here, old partners capital account debit to cash account. Any confusions in that? And opposite side is?
Bank.
So here you write cash or bank. In bank account credit side by Vidit's capital account, $4,000, and by Vishal's capital account 2,000. In bracket you will mention it is for goodwill. Understood this portion, everyone? So fourth adjustment is also done. Fifth, provision for depreciation is to be made on machinery at 10%. So loss for the business. Asset side machinery is 30,000. 30,000's 10% depreciation 3,000. Revaluation account debit to machinery account. Revaluation account debit side to machinery account 3,000. And machinery has debit balance but we credit, so minus from machinery. Put a tick on machinery. Machinery 30,000 minus depreciation 3,000. So outer column 27,000. Other way round, depreciation is an expense, so revaluation account debit side, and depreciation we will minus from machinery. Are you all clear with this? Next, write off 3600 as bad debts from debtors and provide for bad debt. Provision for bad debt is to be maintained at 15%. First, we'll show the things on asset side. Put tick on debtors. Debtors are 36,000,
39,600.
39,600 minus. First, we'll subtract bad debts as per adjustment. 3600, so remaining 36,000. Okay, first we'll subtract bad debts adjustment 3600, so remaining 36,000. Then you'll minus BDR adjustment 36,000's 15%, 5400. Outer column
306,000.
30,600. Are you all clear with this? So first we show the things on the asset side. Now understand it carefully. Further, what is to be done? Liabilities side, put tick on bad debt reserve also. How much is bad debt reserve on liabilities side of the game? Do you find 1800? Normally bad debt reserve is not given on liabilities side. It is subtracted from debtors. Here it means what? In last year we already created a bad debt reserve of 1800. How much bad debts take place?
36,000.
Out of 3600, 1800 you will recover from that reserve. Out of 3600 of bad debts, 1800 we already provided in the last year, so you will use that money. How much additional bad debts have taken place? 1800. That will write in revaluation. Two bad debts, 1800. As I told you earlier also,
But sir,
yes,
this bad debt reserve now.
coming to that point. First of all, bad debts how much have taken in the current year? 3600. Last year we have provided reserve, that is for current year only. You always provide reserve for the future. So last year BDR of 1800 was created for the current year. But bad debts have taken place how much? 3600. So 1800 is available. Remaining 1800 we have to take from revaluation. And this bad debt reserve, now that bad debt reserve completely gets closed. Okay. So this current year we have to provide complete amount of 5,400. So that will again come here to bad debts reserve 5,400. That 1800 of bad debt reserve completely 3600 completely gets closed. So remaining 5400 will provide in the current year. Okay. If this bad debt adjustment was not there, 3600, then we would have done as we used to do in the past chapters. Out of 1500 you would say how much is already there? 1800. So how much difference amount need to be provided? 3600. Then you would directly write to bad debt reserve only 3600. If this bad debts was not there. Is everyone clear with this? Here what happens? Bad debts is how much? 3600. So first of all, adjustment 6. Who is talking in between? First of all, bad debts to debtors. The entry is of 3600. Now normally this bad debts of 3600 we take from revaluation account. But here how much bad debt reserve is already there? So from bad debts reserve we will take 1800. From revaluation account we will take 1800 and close this bad debts account of 3600. 1800 we have in bad debt reserve. Remaining 1800 of bad debts we will recover from revaluation. Two bad debts 3600. And how much BDR we have to provide? Now this bad debt reserve already gets closed. So entire bad debt reserve we will provide from revaluation account. That is 5400. So effects visible are what? Revaluation account debit side we show bad debts with what amount? 1800. Bad debt reserve with what amount? 5400. and from debtors you always minus the full amount. From debtors we will subtract 3600 and then this BDR of 5400. What I was saying is, if suppose bad debts was not there, which amount is not there?
3600.
Then here you would directly minus, suppose this portion was not there, then 36,000 minus 5400, and then you would say how much BDR is already there in the balance sheet. So you would require additional how much? 5400 minus 1800, 3600. That you would write in revaluation account on debit side. So last chapter when we did this portion, what was not there in the balance sheet? Bad debts was not there. Okay. Now bad debts is there. So this bad debts first we will recover from last year's bad debt reserve. Why do we create the reserve? To meet the bad debts. Last year you created a reserve of 1800 to meet the bad debts, but bad debts took place how much? 3600. So that reserve which we created was insufficient. So excess 1800 now you will take from current year's evaluation account. Okay, and then that account now completely is used in meeting the bad debts. So this 5400 completely now we have to provide in the current year. Okay, suppose how much is bad debt reserve?
1800.
Suppose in the liability side it was 3800. How much?
3800.
Is it sufficient to meet 3600? So nothing we have to take from revaluation. After meeting 3600, how much reserve still remains? 200 still remains. How much additional we have to provide? 5200. Then you would write in revaluation debit side to bad debt reserve what amount? 5200. Your entries would become bad debts to debtors 36. How much BDR is already there?
1800.
3800. Then this is sufficient to meet 3600. So directly BDR to bad debts 3600. Full amount you meet from BDR. And revaluation to BDR you create only difference amount which is 5200. So that situation will also come across further. Okay. But here what happens? Bad debts is 3600. But bad debt reserve is only. So excess 1800 we recover from revaluation. Now this bad debt reserve is completely used. So this we have to completely provide in the current year which is 5400. Are you all clear with this portion everyone? Adjustment 7 is already done. 8 is already done. 9. 10% of creditors now not to be paid. How much are creditors on liability side? 10% of that 3000 not to be paid. It is our profit. So creditors account debit to revaluation account. To revaluation means revaluation credit side by creditors account 3000 and liability side creditors 30,000 minus not payable 3,000. So outer column 27,000. Okay, two revaluation. So revaluation on credit side and creditors account debit. It's a credit balance but we debit it, so minus from creditors. Other way around, it's a profit, so revaluation on credit side. An amount is not payable to creditors, so minus from creditors. Okay. Adjustments are over. Now unticked items on liability side, nothing. Liability side, nothing is unticked. Dollar recorded. Asset side, building and stock. Put tick on building, means don't take it, write it. Asset side, building 66,000 and stock 18,000. Okay, unticked items are recorded. Now we will do the balancing. So debit side is more 6, 7, 10, 11, 16, 18,000. Minus 3,000, 15,000 by partners capital account in bracket loss. Old ratio we have to distribute 2:3. So 15,000 into 2 by 5, 6,000 and Vishal 15,000 into 3 by 5, 9,000. Are you all clear with this? 15,000 into 2 by 5, 15,000 into 3 by 5. Opposite side in partners capital account 2, revaluation account, 6,000 in Vidit's column, 9,000 in Vishal's column. Now capital's closing balance will come on liabilities side.
59,600. 69,400. 72,000.
59,600, 69,400, 72,000. Now 59,600 minus 10,000 is 49,600.
58,400.
69,400 minus 11,000 is 58,400 and 72,000 as it is. Yes, any confusions? To balance carried down. Liabilities side will mention capitals with it 49,600. Vishal 58,400. Bunty 72,000.
1,80,000.
Bank accounts closing balance will come on asset side.
92,400.
92,400 minus 6,000.
86,400.
86,400. By balance carried down. Asset side. Bank balance 86,400.
237,000.
2,37,000. Did all of you understand this? Now next question. Normally in exams this kind of question should be done in 15 minutes. Final accounts you require 20-25 minutes. This chapter's questions you'll not have more than 15 minutes in exam. Main points of next question I am discussing, and in 15 minutes you'll complete it. Then I'll show the solution on the whole which is very important. So look at question 11. Be attentive everyone. I am discussing the main points of 11th question. Be attentive. Prerna and Piyush are the partners in a firm sharing profit and loss unlike in the ratio of their capital. Liability side, do you see capital 50,000 and 1,50,000? So what is the ratio? 1:3. And then ratio of their capital and write 1:3. Raise your hand who did not understand 1:3. How is it obtained? 50,000, 1,50,000. If you cancel the zeros 5 and 15, both are divisible by 5. So 5 divided by 5, 1, 15 divided by 5, 3. Okay? Now, put tick on capital accounts, reserve fund, asset side, cash and bank. So these three things you will take up in the beginning. Okay? Below that they admitted Poini as a new partner. For 1/5 share of profit. Yes. For 1/5 share of profit means which situation of profit is this?
Second.
First situation. When old ratio is given and new partner's share is given, no other information is given. No need to find new ratio in this example, but what did we discuss about sacrifice ratio in first situation? Same as old ratio. When new partner's share is directly given and old ratio is given, sacrifice ratio would be same as old ratio. So that will be 1:3. It will be required for goodwill. See adjustment 1. Poini brought 62,500 as capital and 24,000 as her share of goodwill. Be attentive. 62,500 as capital and 24,000 as her share of goodwill. This 24,000 you distribute in which ratio? 1:3. Sacrifice ratio, but it will be same as whole ratio. And 60% of goodwill is withdrawn by old partners. So this you'll reverse to cash account. Here we did with 50% amount. Now in this question you reverse it with 60% amount. Did you all understand this portion? Rest adjustments are all normal. Third adjustment, first give the effects on asset side, and there is no bad debt reserve, discount reserve, so no confusion. Full amounts you write in revaluation account on debit side. Start solving it. In 15 minutes it should be done. All of you do it fast. With formats. Yes, continue with your work. 10 minutes are over, only 5 more minutes remaining, then yes. Then I'll show the solution on the board. Within this time in exams you have to complete it. Mewadi and Divyaji, are you trying something or not?
Yes, sir.
Complete it fast then. Dimple? Silence! No one should be talking now. Do your work silently. Yes, I am showing the solution on the board. 15 minutes are over. Listen everyone. You should have completed in this time. In exams, you will not have more than 15 minutes. Be attentive now. Everyone. Very first, opening balance. We'll write 50,000 and 1,50,000. Silence everyone now. Then cash in bank 8250. Very first we'll record the opening balances. Then reserve fund 30,000 we will distribute between the partners. So by reserve fund 30,000 into 1/4, 7,500, 3/4, 22,500. Now, Koini brought 62,500 as capital and 24,000 as goodwill. So cash account debit to Koini's capital 62,500 and be attended now to premium for goodwill 24,000. Capital credit side by cash account 62,500 brought as capital. What happened? And premium for goodwill we will distribute between old partners in sacrifice ratio, which is again 1:3. Old ratio, same as old ratio. So that 24,000 into 1/4, 6,000, 3/4, 18,000. You will distribute 24,000 in sacrifice ratio. Adjustment tree, stock 20,000 against 17,500. So buy stock 2,500. Yes, what happened? Okay, 60% amount they have withdrawn. So that will come on the debit side to cash account in bracket goodwill. This amounts 60% they will withdraw. 6,000, 60%, 3,600. 18,000, 60%, 10,800. Opposite side in cash account by Prerna's capital account 3,600 by Piyush capital account 10,800. Now Market value of stock 20,000 against 17,500. So profit of 2,500, revaluation credit side, and add in stock 17,500 plus increase of 2,500, so 20,000. Then machinery 1,20,000 against 1,07,500 is again a profit of 12,500. Revaluation credit side, buy machinery 12,500 and add in machinery 1,07,500 plus appreciation 12,500, so outer column 1,20,000. Then bad debt reserve 10%, discount reserve 2%, so debtors 30,000. First we will minus bad debt reserve 10%, that is 3,000, 27,000 minus discount reserve 2%, that is 540, outer column 26,460. Revaluation account debit side to bad debt reserve 3,000 to discount reserve 540. Creditors to be paid 30,000. Liability side creditors are 40. We have to pay 30 means we don't have to pay 10,000. So profit of 10,000. Revaluation account on credit side and minus from creditors. So creditors 40,000 minus not payable 10,000. So outer column 30,000. Building increased by 15%, so profit. Revaluation credit side by building 90,000 is 15%, 13,500. Add in building 90,000 plus appreciation 13,500, so 1,03,500. Furniture increased by 20% is again profit. So revaluation credit side by furniture 17,500, 20%, that is 3,500, and add in furniture 17,500 plus appreciation of 3,500, so 21,000. Then outstanding wages 460. Revaluation account debit side 2. Outstanding wages 460. Liability side outstanding expense 1,500 plus outstanding wages 460. So total 1960. All adjustments are done. Liability side everything is recorded. Asset side building, furniture, machinery, stock, debtors, everything. Accrued income remains as it is 750. Accrued income is only untagged item 750. Now we'll do the balancing. So credit side 15, 25 plus 16. No. 32,000. 42,000 minus 4,000, so 38,000. Two partners capital account. Prerna and Piyush will distribute in whole ratio 1:3. So 38,000 into 1 by 4, 9,500 and 28,500. Opposite side in partners capital account by Revaluation account 9500 and 28500. Of 50, 57, 63, 72, 73,000. 150, 70, 80, 90, 2 lakh, 19,000. And 62, 500. 73,000, 2 lakh 19,000 and 62 500. 73 minus 3,600 is 69 400. 2 lakh 8,200. 62 500. 2 balance carried down. Liabilities side capitals. Prerna 69 400. Piyush 2 lakh 8,200. Poini 62 500. 3 lakh 40100. 62 94750. 80350. Buy balance carried down. Asset side bank balance. Bank and cash. 80350. 370. 372,060. Same on both the sides.
Yes.
So in 15 minutes in exams you have to finish it. It was a very simple question. Illustration 14 is objective question of goodwill only, and 24 is similar to the one we did right now. The only difference, the word from was given. In illustration 24 the word of is given. So can you find the new ratio using situation 3 or not? Rest all the adjustments are the same. Okay. Bye everyone.